save it for the video.
You don't get dizzy?
It's like a warm-up for me.
Are you recording?
Yeah.
It's just like a
You told me to
warm-up
record,
for me.
right?
Just like you warm up. You can do 100 arm bars. I can do 1,000 kick put up there. I gotta warm up. So when I do the shoot, it looks good. I'm just warming up. Just warming up.
Teach me grappling.
Teach me striking.
Wheel kick.
Yes, right. Wheel kick.
So what is this? What is this kick, Majid?
It's a wheel. You see a wheel of a tire? It's a wheel. Now a wheel kick. My breath back.
Hey guys, there's a lot of people that have been doing wheel kicks in the UFC, making incredible knockouts. We just saw one the other night. And a lot of people, like, they see it, they want to do it, but they're not that good at doing it. Like me, I suck at doing it. So we want Majid here to teach you how to do it.
All right, guys, let's talk about wheel kick. First of all, the name wheel kick. Wheel is like a wheel. So in order to do wheel kick, your leg has to be straight. When I mean straight, it has to be straight. When you say spinning hook kick, there's a hook to it. You spin and there's a hook. There's a bend to the hook. There's a bend, you close it. By spinning wheel kick, the reason it's so powerful because it comes with the turning of the body. Now a lot of people think the power is the kick. The power is in the weight. So when you hold the weight, when I turn my upper body fast, the idea is the person thinks that I'm moving back. Let's say from the right hand, I'm moving back. I turn to wheel kick. And watch how I turn.
I don't want to throw a right hand.
So when I turn my body, I throw a combination. 1, 2. I turn his head. The idea is the hook is stopping. Even if I hit, it's stopping him. So it returns the head. Even when I hit him, the punch won't stay there. It will move. But the reason I want to move so I can rotate my body. But if I don't rotate my body, if I get stuck here, then it stops the rhythm. But if I go, this is his face, and I go, put your hands up, 1, 2, and I slip. See what I did? Even when I hit the punch, I slip. And when I slip, I can follow up with the kick. So let's do it again. With your pad away from the face. Make sure we're 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
There's a heel. 1, 2, 3. Sorry about that.
So we were going to show you a wheel kick, but then Majid just decided we're going to show you a combination that's going to set up your wheel kick. Majid, that's pretty amazing. Can we get to just the basic wheel kick first?
Yeah,
so we can teach these people how to do this? You get carried away. First, we have to talk. I like how you started out with saying your leg is straight. Let's get to the mechanics and let's get to how to teach somebody
That's why we have Brian, guys. You're so lucky because if it's up to me, I'll be going so fast you won't understand these things. Yes, let me slow down again. Why is it called wheel kick? Just like a wheel. Just like a wheel of steering, it's straight. You know how the wheel is straight? So, just like a wheel turn, you hold the wheel like a tire. Just like a tire, it's a wheel. So when the wheel spins around, it gets the momentum. So when the wheel spins, that's the momentum. Remember, it's the momentum of the wheel. The faster the wheel moves, the faster the kick hurts. The power comes not with the leg. The power comes with the torso. Let me remind us again. So if you go behind him this way, and you see my torso turning. As I'm here, my torso turns. So when I move,
here, come right here.
So if you come to
I'm not even going to be in the picture. Just look at
so
that.
watch my body. My upper body turns and the body follows. So this thing turns. As I turn from here, it turns. If you're here, look at my upper body. You see me here? A second, you miss me. Here. The trick is this. I don't lean down because it takes the power away. That's a different kind of kick. You go wheel, boom, just like that. You turn. So when I look at my upper body, the faster this turns, the faster the kick. The faster I move the upper body, the faster the kick turns. Now Brian comes in, and you can't see it coming because you're so moving fast. But when I throw a combination, so I'm stopping, and he wants to come back. I did up kick because he was coming close to me.
Yeah, no.
And remember what I'm hitting is on 2 important points. Remember, some people do slapping kick, which is this one. This is a slap, which means a foot hits the slap. Now, slapping kick, it's okay, but nothing like a fist, nothing like a heel. So when you hit the heel, it's a blade. You'll hear the noise different. Watch your hands.
I'm gonna relax it. I'm gonna relax it.
It's a heel. So when you hit the heel, It's torque, a lot of torque on one small point. Go ahead.
Like, guys, let me say this. When normally you hold pads, like I'm not holding like a Taekwondo paddle that's kind of like floppy, where they kick and they go right through it. I'm holding basically a focus mitt like you would use for boxing, kickboxing. If I hold a pad for Majid's jab, I give it impact. For the right hand, I give it impact.
Yes.
See? And in the left hook, I give it impact. And what's interesting, I'm sure you guys can tell, I can hold a left hook of Majid. If Majid were to throw really hard, I could give some impact, and that's gonna be fine for me. But when he throws the wheel kick, it's like me trying to hold a pad for Mike Tyson's
Here, the reason
hardest
is,
left
see
hook.
what important thing he mentioned up. When I'm throwing my kick, it's not my leg. I'm throwing my whole torque behind it. But if I would bend my leg, now the weight disappears. But when I rock my whole body in one angle, I lock my leg, the whole torso moves. If I'm turning, my whole body will turn. Anything that comes in between this will catch it. Same thing with the wheel kick. When I keep my legs straight, my whole body's turning. So anything that comes in my wheel will take out. But if I separate, like the hook kick, it's a different kick. Stick kick means then you have to use your hamstring. But the wheel kick, you're using your torso, feet up there, watch my whole body. And my whole body will turn, and nothing can stop the spin except myself. When I cock up the spin, like spinning the top of the spin, what do you call that? Top spin?
It's a top.
Yeah. When you top spin, the faster it moves the whole, now my 165 pounds is spinning into one point, and that is my heel to this jaw. Let's see how accurate it is. And you see the torque into it? It hurts pretty impact. It makes a very minute area. And look at the heel here. All the kickers have these things. Can you zoom in there? See this roughness area? Hitting for years and years, so you create a callus here. And this callus is sticking out. And after a while, it goes to the jaw, even to the hamstring or the inside thigh kick. It rips you in pieces. It's just what's hits you up and hit the rib kick. So this is a heel kick, guys. And remember, this is a wheel kick. When you do a wheel kick, you're wheeling your whole body into it.
Okay, this is great. Now I want to help. We've already shown a million of them.
Yes.
It's beautiful, Majid.
Thank God.
I want to help the people out there that are kind of like me, like they don't know how to do this. So, how do you teach a beginner to start learning? How do they start learning this?
Excellent.
And by themselves, like, can they practice in the bag a little bit?
Well, I would think bag would be the last thing to practice on.
Okay, because you want something there.
Something to turn around, because in the bag, if they rely on something being there all the time, then they will not know how to do when the guy moves away. So
I understand.
See, when you
So
have a bag,
you shadow box it
yeah.
first.
So if I go, I know where the bag's gonna be there. It's always gonna be there for me. The bag's always gonna be there for me to protect.
But is that good to start or no?
No, I don't think it's a bad idea, because if you're gonna fight and when you try to use the same kick and the guy's not there, you're gonna fall on
So
your
like
ass.
if I'm here and you just throw it in the air,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna come forward. Go ahead.
If I throw it in, I'll be like, whoa, I'll fall down because I'm overcommitted, because the bag has given me a fault.
I do see that. I've seen fighters do that.
And the bag has given me a fault alarm system that's going to be there. So now what you practice, first thing, when you want to do wheel kick, imagine you're in a straight line. So imagine this is a straight line. I'm on this line here on this side. So I have to serve. First you fight like this, but when you do a wheel kick, you suddenly have to cheat by surfing. Why? Because I can turn and kick better. But if I don't surf, watch me now. If I turn from here, now I'm blocking my own self. In order to surf, I have to surf like this way. If I don't surf, then I can turn, have a big circle turn. It won't have a big turn. Look, it takes a big turn. But if I'm already surfing, so I'm standing in the fighting stance, I'll jab to surf. Now see, I'm lying, so I can use the back kick. Remember the bow and arrow? So after I turn, like I'm running this way, now I can do like straight back kick. So when I'm turning towards him, I can do a wheel kick. So if I'm already surfing, I turn, look first. As I look first, I look from this leg first. As I look, bring the leg straight. Again, I turn. First, surf. How you surf? Like you surf from both feet on one line. See, my both feet are touching the line. Now I twist, like I'm running down. But this leg is gonna go straight towards the side. I look back, straight. One more time. Turn, look back. Turn. I gotta do it fast because I do it slow. Turn. See, you turn the upper body, legs turn, spin. As I spin, I look back from the side. I look back from the side. Let me take a deep breath because I've never done this. I've never fucking done this. I'm sorry. I'm cursing.
You know, I'm watching you do this, Majid, and I realize it's actually one of these things. It's not, you can't do it slow motion to show someone.
I can stop in one step. I can do this one, stop here. Okay, now when you're here, you can turn around and keep the leg. But I'm not used to go one, stop, and then two. So, but in reality, watch this. Step one is turn. Step two is look back. As you look back, you can pick up your leg and turn. So, if you're fighting, you're like this. It'll be hard for you to serve. So when I'm fighting, I do step jab. When I step jab, now my foot is surfing. So when I step jab, I turn, kick. So I'm fighting. Here I am. Say it with me. Say it with me. I'm fighting. I go step jab. It's one move. So it makes a move and I go step, turn. You see how I turn back? Step, I turn. So what? Step, I turn. As I'm turning my hip at the same. As I turn my upper body, my hips are following me behind. That's the key. Step, turn. Step, turn. I hope you learned this. Try to practice in the air. And when you spin, try not to spin on your heels. This is the wrong way to spin. You spin on the ball of your feet. Your ball is safe. When you get better, then you put the flat foot. See how my foot is flat? It spins with the whole rotation. It also depends what canvas you have on the floor. Try to not use boots because foot can slip inside and you can rip your ACL. If foot gets locked, if you spin, and if it doesn't spin, you can tear the ACL.
This mat is actually pretty sticky. Do you notice it?
Yes, that's why I'm telling them, if it's too sticky, you can't pick up, you have to pick up all of your feet. If you put flat-footed, see if I turn and this doesn't turn, it can rip my joint.
So Majid, come over here and try this out real quick. Because I always tell people the black part of the mat doesn't have paint on it.
And
it's
also,
a little bit
yes,
less.
and it's more slippery, so you can feel it when you jump. Yes, as much as I can feel it. It doesn't grip, so now I kind of overcommit to it. So when you do this, it's important to, when you bounce, see, you bounce, you touch your feet. You see the fighters, they're all moving and feeling the mat. See, when I bounce, I always feel the mat by pulling. Look how I drag it. So now I know how much to pull. As compared to this, see when I'm pulling, it feels the drag. When I'm down here, less drag. So how you learn the canvas is by bouncing and look, pulling my leg, look, pulling my leg.
You're like feeling that traction, that friction.
How much traction, friction. That's why if you watch UFC guys, they spit on the floor and they rub their feet on there. So when they rub their feet, they make some.
Why do they do that, Majid?
They're first of all, they're cleaning their feet. Second of all, they're measuring the canvas, how much resistance foot can give you. So when you wipe the feet, first of all, cleans your feet. Second of all, helps you to feel, how does the canvas feel? Is it a tough canvas? Is it a rough canvas? If it's a smooth canvas? Canvas, most of the UFC have standard canvases, but sometimes when they're changing canvases, they have a problem. Some canvases are very slippery, especially when they go in the water. You can feel the canvas good, but when it gets sweaty, it's different surface. That's why they throw water and you feel, how does it feel in the water?
A lot of people train on like a canvas that's like a tarp.
Yes.
And it's like, it gets wet and it's like
it gets wet,
it's like a slip and slide.
It's almost like you're almost in a skateboard field. It's horrible.
Yeah.
That's why it's important to study your environment. Whenever you are in environments, when you go in the cage, study it. Feel the fence, feel the flat, look the floor. As you see some guys still on the floor, they feel it. They want to touch the floor, how to feel, how hard it is, touching the surface, rub the feet,
Getting used to it.
Feel the surface. Just this.
If someone uses this kick for like self-defense, and they're wearing sneakers and they go out on like the concrete, sometimes there's gravel, sometimes.
So like the concrete over there, like this is very bad to practice your shoes on, especially if you're wearing sharp like dress shoes. This is not the place. I always buy shoes that I can spin on. Most of the dress shoes I have, they have rubber sole. Pay attention to that because I always buy something. I was showing my Perseverance videos.
Because you never know when you got a wheel kick to do.
You don't know if you do a ball kick or a cycle wheel kick. I don't know if you're ever going to use a wheel kick. I wouldn't use it if I get in trouble, but you have to know what you're wearing and what you're wearing, where you're performing. The environment is important. This is different than this. And then you go to wooden floors. You got to watch out. Some wooden floors are sharp, like polished, and wearing dress shoes will be stupid. So
you slip, huh?
Yes.
Yeah,
Go on your ass. You don't have to fight the opponent. The opponent will beat you up by you kicking yourself.
You better know jiu-jitsu. check out Teach Me Grappling.
Yeah, Teach Me Grappling. So if you go down, you know what to do. And I'll be on the top instead of being on the bottom. That'd be a good idea. Anyway, so this is for striking, Brian?
This is for striking. This was a great video.
You think so?
I've been wanting to do a wheel kick video because you're so good at them.
I've seen horrible demonstration.
I'm not, but it's okay. Maybe we'll do another video. I don't know. We'll talk about it. We didn't plan this. We just said, hey, let's do a wheel kick video. Maybe in the comment section, let us know what you guys want.
And what you want so we can address
because maybe there's something that I'm missing, you're missing.
I love wheel kick because I've knocked out in my career. I've done a lot of great wheel kick knockouts. I have the fastest knockout back home, 2 seconds in the Taekwondo National Championship.
That's some like Frank Dukes shit right there.
I don't talk about Frank Dukes. Oh my God.
All right, guys, Teach Me Grappling. I hope you guys enjoyed. Share this video and like this video and
subscribe me too.
Yeah, come to Majid's channel.
Come to Majid's, coming up very good.
Maybe he's gonna get going again. I'm trying to push this guy to keep his channel going.
I need some people to follow me so I can be like Brian. Guys, pay attention.
All right, guys, thank you so much. We'll see you guys next time with more great stuff.